All right, guys. We are going to be getting started in about 5 minutes.
Creativity is not something I wait for. I am Antoni Sendra, a filmmaker. I'm always hunting and hustling for ideas.
All right. We are about to be the show is about to be on the road. What I need each and every single one of you guys to do before we get started is to drop your cities in the chat. What city are you guys tuning in from? Let me know in the chat box below. We are live on YouTube. Each and every single one of you guys should be live on the link inside of the Discord and in the Telegram. We have a very special guest on this call, none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Teacup himself. So, we want to make sure that we're on this call very attentive, ready to take notes, very participant, actually going ahead and dropping your cities in the chat, actually going ahead and letting us know where you're calling in from. I don't want to see a whole bunch of you guys on here where you're not actually going ahead and staying active, right? One of the big things is activity in this space. So I see the chat box is starting to roll out. There's a couple of you guys on the call starting to come in. In the meantime, one of the first things that I actually want to go over is the weekly outlook. The weekly outlook is the first thing that I would actually go over to start this week. It is Sunday, so that means it's a new week, new motion, new moves in the markets to be made. So you want to actually go ahead and look at the Forex Factory to actually look at the economic releases that are actually panning out for this week. Drop a 1 in the chat if you utilize the Forex Factory to actually trade in the markets nowadays. Let me know. Let me know in the chat box if you utilize the Forex Factory. Drop a 2 if you don't. It's okay if you don't. It's okay if this is your first time actually seeing this. If this is your first time seeing the Forex Factory or any of the news releases, that's fine. I'll be honest. For a lot of you guys, it may be your first time actually seeing this type of thing. So I don't actually pay any mind to it. I see my guy T Pat in the building. Shout out to you, bro. Gotta know these folders. Yes, sir. Gotta know those folders. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna pan out from Sunday all the way to Friday, and I want to actually look to see what are all the red folder news releases. And for any of you guys that are actually staying active in the chat, like my guy T Pat, I actually go ahead and give you the moderator tag as well, because without the community, I wouldn't even be here. Without the community, none of us would even be here. None of us would even be on these live streams. None of us would even be trading at the level that we're actually trading. So if you're actually active in the chat, I'll actually go ahead and grant you that moderator just for going ahead and doing that. So again, drop a 1 in the chat if you're utilizing the economic news releases. Drop a 2 if you're not. If you're not, and this is the first time that you're actually ever seeing this, let me know that as well. Just being honest with you guys, this is like one of the only things that you should be looking at to actually look at the economy as a whole. Even if you're trading stocks, even if you're trading crypto, even if you're trading futures, this right here will tell the entire story of whatever you're trading. On Sunday, we don't have a lot of red folders, so we're not really going to pay attention too much. On Monday, we have 10 a.m. ISM Manufacturing PMI. It's actually forecasted to come out higher than previous at 48.5. If we click on this news release right here, it measures it's a level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry. Actual becoming greater than forecast, it would mean good for the currency. So if it does come out higher than previous, that would mean good for the dollar. I'll get over to the charts in a little bit. On Tuesday, we have JOLTS job openings. It's forecasted to come out higher as well. Actual greater than the forecast would mean good for the dollar as well. So maybe a little bit of bullish dollar to start the week. Then on Wednesday, we have ADP non-farm employment change. This is the number of employed people excluding the farming industry. And if it comes out higher than forecast, that would mean good for the dollar as well. ISM services. It's going to be coming out lower, it's forecasted. That would mean worse for the dollar. So a little bit of a mix-up there on Thursday. On Wednesday. On Thursday, though, we have unemployment claims forecasted to come out higher. That would mean good for the dollar, good for the currency. Then we have Friday, non-farm employment change, NFP. This is NFP week. In NFP week, we have extreme high volatile news candles. NFP week is a week that actually a lot of traders decide not to trade during NFP, which is actually a very surprising thing why I'm even on this live session. But you know what? Sometimes people catch some amazing setups on NFP week. And I've caught some setups during NFP that have been crazy NFP setups. So it's good to be on the radar and be on the lookout during NFP week. Now on Friday, we have the NFP non-farm employment change forecasted to come out higher. What this means is the number of employed people during the previous month, excluding the farming industry, greater than forecast would mean good for the dollar. So we have a little bit of a bullish dollar week coming up. Consumer sentiment coming out pretty much lower. Not really too much until Friday. Let's go over to TradingView and actually look at the dollar for a second before I pass it over to Mr. Teacup. One of the biggest things I need to look over is the actual DXY itself. And if the week is actually going to be starting off on a bullish note, I want to actually see where's price action. What inefficiencies have we just filled? And to be honest, we have been kind of forming a small falling knife pattern. And I want to see if we can actually kind of flick towards the upside here with us being at this order block. The dollar has been trending downwards for a very long time, but with this week being NFP week, can we get a reversal? Maybe. That's my answer. Can we get a reversal? Now, we always tend to preach continuations over reversals, but can this be our spring? Possibly, since it is NFP week and we just got out of this 1 hour accumulation range. There isn't really much downside that I can see unless the volume kind of tells me otherwise, but I'll be honest with you guys, I wouldn't be surprised to see another rally towards the upside. Let me take a look at the euro. I'm not going to go over charts for too long. Really just wanted to keep it fundamental based reactions here. But I can see a possibility of Euro USD going up because we have a 1 hour engulfing here. So the dollar can have a rally towards the downside. But let's see. I don't really want to kind of force anything to start the week. I do see a possibility of Euro USD going up from this level, which would mean that the DXY would actually fall off from this 1 hour candle. So be on the lookout for this 1 hour candle. Can we trade down from this level? Possibly. How far can we continue? Are we going to break below and actually continue lower, or actually start trading higher from there? Especially since we just formed this 1 hour candle. We can't be sure that it'll hold, but it's still a candle that we actually have to pay attention to. That's my outlook here for Euro USD. Now Mike Lang is on this call. Mike Lang also helped me develop a custom-based AI indicator that I'll be releasing to anybody that's in my course. Anybody that's actually a part of my course is going to be able to not only learn my methodology of trading with Wyckoff and Smart Money, but actually gain access to an AI indicator. It's not an AI scanner. It's not an AI trader. It's just an actual indicator that helps you gain a lot better kind of like basis of the market with Wyckoff, volume, New York session, and everything all in one. I'll definitely release that to you guys that are inside of the course. But if you're not inside the course, I cannot give you access. I'll be honest, there's a lot of times I give away access like this for free to a lot of you guys, but that's not something that we can't do in 2026. I'll be honest, and even if it takes for a special thing that I'll do for you guys that are actually attending this call is if you guys DM me the code HUSTLE, right? This is a new thing I'm doing. You DM me the code HUSTLE, I actually give you what is 50% off discount, right? DM me the code HUSTLE and I'll get you right with a 50% off discount. So with that being said, honestly, I'm actually gonna go ahead and pan it off to my man Teacup Blue. I don't have anything else to say on the trading side of things. Now, this man, this legend that's actually gonna hop on the call, the man, the myth, the legend. He's actually gonna go over not only just credit and business funding, but a lot of his mindset and his story as to how he got to the level that he got to. Um, I'll be honest, this is somebody that I've looked up to for years. I've seen him talk about his story of sleeping on couches to now speaking on stages, and I can relate to that 1000%. There's times where I can say that I've slept on couches and then spoke on stages. There's been times where I've lost close high school friends and family members and ended up speaking on stages or speaking on a webinar just like this. So if there's anybody that you should be listening to, it's this guy right on this call. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to my man, Mr. Teacup Lou. He's going to go over the real game on credit and business funding and speak a little bit about his story and how he got to where he's at. This is being recorded live on YouTube. So everybody drop a 777 in the chat if you guys are ready for the man, the myth, the legend. Yo, Teacup, you on here, bro? Go to text him. Can you hear me, bro? Let me see if you can. He said, been ready. I'm gonna say, I think you need to unmute yourself, bro. I'm gonna give you the co-host. There we go. Just go ahead. Your host now. All right. So you're now the host. My bad. Had to give you over host. Without further ado, I see you guys dropping them sevens. Now, Teacup, take it away, my bro. Yeah, my bad. I had to give you the calls. You're good. Yes, you have to go on YouTube itself and look at the chat box. I dropped the link.
in the chat. Drop in the chat. Do me a favor. Drop in the chat. I want to see what I'm speaking to, man. I want to see what I'm speaking to. Hope everybody's having a great day.
We've got about 8. Yes.
So right now, down to yourself. Right now, recording in progress. It's okay. But I need to step out. I need to step out. Because as long change your situation. So whatever you're doing today, understand that can change. And when it changes, see, you're going to be better for it. You're going to become a better person for it. You're going to be ready for it. Because you don't ever want to go back. Sometimes I sleep on my couch here in my house. So when I wake up from my couch, it can remind me where I was at. It can remember where I came from, so I don't go back. Sometimes I sleep on my couch here in my house. So it can remind me where I came from, so I don't want to go back. You know, a lot of people, man, when you sleep on the couch, it's because when I wake up, it just reminds me where I came from, what I had to get.
That's
So it makes me
that's real.
So I don't go back. Those are the things that I do to motivate myself, to remotivate myself, to all get comfortable. So if you're going to school today, whether you're doing good or bad, understand things that you can change. Don't let your back be up against the wall before you take action. Take action when your back isn't up against the wall. A lot of people wait to their back against the wall to have a sense of urgency. Have a sense of urgency when your back isn't against the wall. So you don't have to go through that. You know, that's very important. And don't look at other people's success. Don't worry about their success. Worry about your success. That's all that matters. Don't let nobody's success bother you either. That's for them. What's for you is to do it. What's for you is coming for you. Understand that. So, you know, it was a privilege and honor to be on. Definitely gonna do another call with my brother Kyle and give you some more. We started a little late today, but give you some more game. Maybe I can be on next week. Put off like 45 minutes and really give you some game. And just go through a couple more things that I want to stay. I just want to come back and finish my story. But my brother Kyle, thank you for having me on. I appreciate you. And so everybody who's cool.
Facts. Big facts. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you for being on. For all you guys that got value from this call, go ahead and drop a 777 in the chat. Also, drop a follow to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Teacup on the call. It was a pleasure for you to be on, and I look forward to having you on the next call, bro. With that being said, see you guys at the top or from the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace out.